summertime. And I'm going to put up, let's see if I can, I'll bring myself up here, and then I'm going to put, oh, I just disappeared. All right, where am I? There. All right, we're going to change the background up. We're going to put the breathing motto on the back real quick. Everybody, we got Byron and Nick are going to be kicking us off with the breathing motto. Now, remember, these guys did this last week, and it was awesome. They did such a great job, and we're going to get it again if I can just find that picture. Oh, it's all the way at the end of my list. Okay, come on now. All right, everybody. So again, without further ado, we have Byron, we have Nick, we have iPad touches coming in. Let's get that iPod in here. Did I say iPod? iPod? They still got the iPod? They might. I don't know.
You got one, I do two.
So
and Byron,
Nick, how
you
about
got one, I do two.
Nick, you want to take the first line though? Or you want Byron to do the first line?
Byron to do the first line.
That sound good, Byron? All right, I'm gonna give it a countdown. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Breathe in the good.
Breathe out the bad.
Breathe in the happy.
And breathe out the bad.
Breathe in the
Bad. Bad.
best.
And breathe out the wood.
Breathe in
Your power.
power in
Do the audio. Don't put me to done.
Nice job. Nice job, Byron. Nice job, Nick. Getting us kicked off with a Monday workout. So for those of you who are joining us on YouTube, it could be any day of the week. It could be any time of the day. But for us, it is Monday at 1 o'clock, everybody. And that's California time. So if you're thinking about, if you're on the East Coast, you could be watching us at 4 o'clock. Let's go ahead and have a sip of water to start things off. Remember, we always want to kick off our workouts with deep breathing, getting our mind kind of focused on our body. And we also want to focus on staying hydrated. So we want to make sure we're getting lots of water into our body. Let's see if we can find a summertime background again. We had a summertime background up. Let's see if we can bring up, because everybody, it is June, you know, we're getting into summer. And again, we've been thinking a lot about goals and maybe summer plans that people might have. Maybe going to the beach. Like here's that beach scene. Here's another beach scene we have right here. There's another beach scene right there. We got lots of folks.
I like that one that you have on right now.
This one we haven't had. Let's leave it on. We haven't had this one on in a while. And this looks like it's in Hawaii, maybe, or Fiji. Has anybody ever been to Hawaii or somewhere tropical like this? They don't have too many places like this in California, although this could be California, but it's not. I'm betting this is Hawaii or some tropical island somewhere. Beautiful place. And in the summertime, people like to go to the beach. And if you want to go to the beach, you want to experience that, and you're a little bit worried about that, or maybe you want to go surfing and you just don't know how to do that, remember, I can help you with that too. So you can always let me know. Say, hey, I want to try out surfing. I want to go to the beach and ride the waves like Chris Hill and Nick and Sophie and so many others. You can do that. And so we have our club and we can take people out surfing. And just like I said, later today, I'm going to be teaching my buddy Hunter. We're going to be working on learning how to swim. And if you're not great at swimming, that doesn't mean you can't go to the beach either. I have a lot of friends who they're not necessarily the best swimmers and they might not really like to swim, but they can still go into kind of the shallow water, letting the waves come up and go over your feet. And sometimes that can just be so much fun. Even just sitting down in the water and having a wave come up and splash over you, that can be such a good time. You're right, Carl. This could be Cancun, Mexico, everybody. I don't know. Already getting the trapezius going because I don't know where it is. But let's go ahead and let's get our head and neck going. And I'm thinking of the word beach, everybody. All these beach backgrounds. Let's spell out beach with our head and neck. So remember, we're going to be using our head to kind of make the letter B or the E or the A or the C or the H. We're going to use that as if we're looking at a great big giant letter in front of us. And let's do each one 4 times. So we have B-E-A-C-H, and this is going to give us some round curves, and it's going to give us some straight lines. So let's get ready for this. We got beach coming up for 4. Let's go. The letter B. So I'm going to start down at the bottom, going all the way up, coming around. Right now we're at the letter P, bringing it down across the bottom. We're at the letter B. Let's reverse it, bring it around, bring it to the middle. There's that P going all the way up to the top and then back down. One more time. So we go up, make the letter P, make the letter B, and then erase it. Here we go. Going with the top part up here, dropping it back down. Nice. So again, that's kind of a neat one where you have the two kind of semicircle shapes that we're making. The letter B definitely gets you thinking about how to move that head around. All right, the letter E, this one's not as difficult. Let's go ahead and start maybe down at the bottom. And so we're going to go across the bottom, up to the middle, across the middle, up to the top, and across the top. And then we'll bring it back down, back into the middle, down, and over. And going one more time, going up to the middle, over, over, up to the top, over, over, down to the middle, over, over, down to the bottom, over, and over. Nice. So we've had straight lines, we've had curved lines. Now we're going to have some diagonal lines. Still a straight line, but we're going to be going diagonally to spell that letter A. So let's go ahead. We're going to go down to up to down, back to the middle, and then across. All right, and then we're going to go back down, back up, and then back where we started. Let's do that again. So we're going up, down, up a little, across, back across, down, up, and down. You think that A would be easy, but that's a little technical. That's got some moves going on in the middle there. All right, the letter C. So it's all going to be round. This is all going to be kind of just a smooth motion through. We're not going to have any straight lines at all. And I'm going to start at the top of the C. So I'm going to imagine I'm looking at a great big letter C. It's the biggest letter C I've ever seen in my life. And I'm just going to look at it going all the way around, all the way across, all the way now bringing my head down. And now it's like I'm looking down into the Grand Canyon. And there's some letter C down in the Grand Canyon. Now I'm up here at kind of the horizon at the land. Now let's bring it back down, looking back down into the Grand Canyon, all the way down into the Grand Canyon, bringing it up, going up through the trees, going up to the sky, up at the clouds. And there we go. One more time. Here we go. Bringing it around. Sky, trees, looking down at the earth, looking down into the Grand Canyon, bringing it back up to the earth. And let's go back down into the Grand Canyon one more time. Grand Canyon. Here we go. There's the earth. There's the trees. There's the mountain. There's the sky. And there's the moon. One more letter to go. The letter H. So again, this is going to be taking us down into that Grand Canyon, going all the way up into the sky. And then we'll come right across the middle. 4 times. Here we go. I already feel the difference in my neck, everybody. I can feel my neck. I got it. And that's a good feeling when you're connected. Let's go ahead and start down low. So I'm going to bring it down low. I'm going to go up all the way up, bring it down to the middle, go across the middle, and then I'm going to go up again and then all the way down into the canyon. All right, we're down here looking into the Grand. Who's ever seen the Grand Canyon? I did when I was a little kid. I don't remember it a whole lot, just one spot. Let's go ahead and go all the way up to the sky, back down to the middle, going across the middle, up to the sky, and then back down into the canyon. All right, let's go 2 more. Here we go, going up, middle, across, up, all the way down, up to the middle, across, going up, and then all the way down, and relax. Nice job, everybody. Again, that letter H and letter A, they really get you there because a lot of times we want our head to just continually kind of move, but this gets us really thinking about connecting those middles and kind of making those bridges across the letter. So let's go ahead with my new neck favorite, and you know what that is. So that's going to be our turtleneck. giraffe neck, ear lift, but then let's follow it up with a shoulder shrug. And we might do a couple repetitions or we might hold it. I'm going to let you know when we get there. So have a sip of water if you need to. I was eating on the heart. Look at this, heart healthy mixed nuts. And if you're not allergic to nuts, nuts are a great way. If you're feeling hungry, I got to tell everybody here, before we started our workout, I was feeling real hungry. I felt like I hadn't eaten all day, even though I'd had my protein shake. I even had a protein bar and I had an apple, but I've been doing things. And so a lot of that energy, my body just kind of burned it up. And my body was saying, I'm hungry again. And a lot of times in those situations, some folks, not everybody, but some folks will end up eating a lot of food. And even more importantly, they'll eat a lot of food that has like a lot of carbohydrates and things in that food. One of the things I had a banana. So I had a banana and I had maybe what they would call a handful of nuts. It wasn't too many nuts. I went into the bag about 3 times and got, about 15 nuts out of that. And so with those nuts and that banana, that's going to help my body. I no longer feel hungry and I know I don't need to eat any more food. And that's going to help me to reach my goal. I want to be in my best shape when me and Joshua have our surfing competitions coming up here. And so I'm thinking about making smart decisions and being my best. Oh, look, we got Sandy's coming in. I think that's Sandy. Making those smart decisions when we're feeling hunger or when we're faced with a meal decision. Remember, don't think that if you're feeling hungry, you have to eat a large meal. Sometimes it's better to just have a small snack, a healthy snack, and then see how you feel 30 minutes later. Now, you might find that you're no longer feeling hungry and your body's able to use some of your stored energy for fuel. Who knows what that stored energy is? I'll let that can go in the chat room if you know what the stored energy. I like it. Get hungry. I can imagine. Let me know what you mean by that, Karen. So are you feeling like your metabolism is kicking up?
I can imagine all the athletes get hungry faster because they are either running all day or doing a lot of stuff to get in shape or
Absolutely. When you're doing activity, you're burning up calories, everybody. Now, if you're looking at a back of any kind of item that there is, this is the only thing I have with a label on it, but you're going to see that calories, and it's going to tell me that in a 1/8 of a cup, there's 200 calories. And it even tells me where those calories come from, what type of nutrient that comes from. Now, when you're doing activity, you're fueling that activity. Our bodies run on calories and oxygen. And so if we don't have calories, imagine if you didn't eat anything for a whole day, how tired you might feel, right? And so you got to think about your body, just like some folks think about their car, where you want to put in enough gas to get the next trip done. Some people put in extra gas in the tank sometimes, and if they need it for emergency, then it's there, but sometimes it's just stored there. And when gas just stores there, you got to use the gas, and you don't want to store that gas in your body. We end up storing our fuel as body fat. And our body fat, even though it is fuel, it's fuel that we want to use. And if we eat too much meals with lots and lots of calories, our body will say, well, we don't need to use the storage. We'll use what you just gave me, and then we'll just store the rest. So let's go ahead and get our, so we're going turtleneck, giraffe neck, ear lift, shoulder shrug. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back, turtleneck. Let's hold it for 3, 2, 1. Let's go giraffe neck. Reach that neck out there for 3, 2, 1. Let's do ear lift. So I got ear lift and shoulder down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the other side ear lift. And again, this shoulder is going down. I'm feeling a stretch right through here. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for a shoulder shrug and hold. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, drop those shoulders down. Let's go turtleneck, turtleneck, giraffe neck, ear lift, ear lift. Nice job. And shoulder shrug for 5 reps this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here we go again. Turtleneck. You're going to feel this in the back of your head, the back of your neck and head where they meet. That's where you're going to feel this. And my voice sounds different because my vocal cords are being affected by my muscle contraction. Let's go forward with the giraffe neck. And now my vocal cords aren't as affected. They're not getting kind of smushed. If anybody's ever played a guitar, imagine if you put your hand on all the strings, they don't play the same. All right, let's go ear lift. We got our ear going up. We're holding that ear up. We got the shoulder going down. And we'll bring our head to the middle for just a second and switch sides. So now this shoulder's going down. This ear's going up. I'm not tipping my head to the side. I'm lifting my ear up. And then let's go shoulder raise for 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. 6. Good job, everyone. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go forward and back for 10. So forward, back. So here we go. Forward, back. 2. Forward, back. 3. Forward, back. Nice job. 5. Forward, back. 6. Forward, back. 7. Forward, back. 8. Forward, back. 9. Forward, back. 10. Let's go 5 circles going forwards, 5 circles going backwards. So we're going around. 1, 2. We're working on the trapezius right now. 3, 4, and our neck. But our neck kind of got warmed up by spelling out beach. There's 5. Let's go backwards now. 5, 4. Good job, everybody. 3, 2, and 1. I think because we have the beach theme on here, we should do some of maybe the swimming strokes. So let's start with our first swimming stroke being the classic freestyle. So this is where we're going to just be reaching up and out. This is also like if we were paddling on a surfboard, we would be just paddling like this. So let's go ahead and get our arms moving and think about, you can keep your head nice and straight. And if you want to take a breath, you want to breathe, you can kind of turn and take a deep breath. So when me and Bernie would go swimming, this is how we do it. We would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we would turn and breathe. And then we blow the bubbles out in the water. 2, 3, 4, 5, turn and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn and breathe. Let's go 2 more of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, turn and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn and breathe. Nice. All right. Now the next one, I always mess up the names of these. And if you know the name of it, you can tell me. I won't name it. I'll call this just the next one. And it's going to be the one. Ooh, how many waves in one day? That'd be a fun thing to do. Ultimate Wave Challenge. We could maybe do that as like a fundraiser, and it could start when the sun comes up, and it stops when the sun goes down. And we see how many waves. That's a good idea. I like it. All right, let's go with this stroke where we're coming in. We're bringing our arms back around. Look at that. My elbows are even behind my body. I'm going to bring my hands into where my hands kind of come together, and then they go up. So it's like I'm cutting through the water, and then they go up and then they go out. Is this the breaststroke or the butterfly stroke? I don't know. I'm not a swimmer like that. I swim, but I'm not a competitive swimmer. I just swim for fun. But this is a good exercise here. If you think about what you're doing in your shoulder and arms, again, your shoulder blades are getting a good workout from this one. Moving those arms around, lifting up, keeping our core a little bit tight, giving a little bit of a squeeze behind our belly button there. Keeping it going, keeping it going. if I was going to imagine, I'd get tired. I could catch 120 waves. No, 160 waves in one day. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I said that. 160 waves in one. That's the maximum. I mean, that's bringing lunch to the beach. Let's keep going, everybody. Let's go 5 more. Here we go. 5, 4, speed it up. 3, 2, and 1. Which one was that? Is that the breaststroke or the butterfly stroke? Now, the other one, isn't it where we come around and we bring our arms down, up, and reach up and come down, right? I think that one's the butterfly. I think we did the breaststroke. So let's go ahead and try out that, whatever it is, butterfly stroke. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be going up and then down, and then bringing our arms up and then down, up, and then pushing down. So we're kind of coming out of the water, pushing the water down, up through the middle, down, up. This is kind of like the other one we just did. I'm not good with swimming. Let's do 10 of these. Reaching up. Oh, it's all about the pushing down. So you got to kind of push down, I think. That's where we get the lift from. We got to come up and then down. Who's a swimmer? Who's swimming in here? Let's go 5 more of these. These are good. 5, 4. So reach out. 3. It's like we're bear hugging the water. 2, and 1. I think that was it at the end. Who knows? I don't know. Like I said, I did some swim lessons, but I never did a lot of competitive swimming. I like swimming because when I lose my surfboard, which happens sometimes in the ocean, sometimes my surfboard goes away. I'm just out there in the ocean, just swimming around. And that's when I'm like, I'm glad I did some swimming. But I don't know what the strokes are called. We got one more that's really common. We got 2 more, but one more. That's the backstroke. So with the backstroke, we're going to bring that arm kind of back in just behind. So we're just kind of doing like a big arm circle. But you can imagine when you're coming on the back end, imagine you're pushing water. You're just kind of pushing that water away. So here we go. So we're going back, bringing the arm back, bringing it back like we're swimming, doing the backstroke on the beach. Can you imagine being at this beach, backstroking, sunshine? You got sunglasses on because the sun shines so bright. So I don't use a surfboard leash normally. I do use a surfboard leash when the waves are a little bit bigger than me. If there was a wave as big as me, I might not use a leash on it. And I got reasons for that, but some people do use a leash. Some people always use a leash because they don't want to swim. I like the swimming. Let's go for about 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. So a long time ago, I had a really bad experience underwater and after a big wipeout. And one thing that happens if a wave is really big and you have a leash, and if you wipe out, one thing that happens is the wave sometimes will pull your board. And so you might be like in the water, like under it, but in it and not really getting moved around. But then the wave, it'll grab your board. It feels like it. And it'll pull you underwater. So imagine getting pulled by your leg by the wave. And so the wave grabs the board and says, come on with me. And then you get kind of pulled by it. And I don't like that feeling. And if I'm surfing really big waves, a lot of times if I lose the board, then I don't have to worry about it messing around with me. And I don't mind swimming. And so I'll just swim in and pick it up. And then I'll just paddle right back out. Some people, they're maybe not good swimmers, or maybe some people just don't like to swim, or some people feel it might be safer for them to have that connection. But what's neat about when you, and this is neat, and this is in life too, is that in surfing, there's a leash that connects you to the board. And if you lose that leash, if you take it off, so you know you don't have it, your mind now acts differently, knowing that you don't have it. And this would be very scary to think of, but imagine you were driving a car and all of a sudden you realized you don't have brakes. Well, you would drive different. Imagine you were flying an airplane and all of a sudden you don't have engines. Well, you would fly different. You would become a glider maybe. Well, when you have a surfboard and you lose the leash, you surf differently. And it's because your mind is aware that there's a greater level maybe of danger of losing your board. Not necessarily dangerous, but I like that because it makes me be very much more aware of the waves I go for and the types of things I do, and I feel a little more connected. Sometimes when you have the leash, you kind of forget that there's other people around, and that can go around and stuff too. So anyway, good question from Karen. Remember, everybody, if you have questions about anything that has to do with fitness and exercise and wellness and nutrition, you can put the questions in the chat room. And if I don't see them, one of our co-hosts will see those and we can talk about it. Water break, everybody. But in, yeah, some stupid
Nick question. He asked if he can come in Wednesday in the studios.
Oh, coming on Wednesday in the studio? Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Nick gave you some.
Yeah, Nick, that sounds like a good idea. We could even do June strength test if you wanted to. All right, everybody. So we have one more stroke to do. We're going to do it just for fun, everybody. We can also practice our smiles with this one. This one's going to be the doggy paddle. So with the doggy paddle, we're just kind of reaching our arms out in front of our body and we're just paddling along. Now, you can do the doggy paddle or you can do the flutter kick. And so the flutter kick, they're both going to be kind of similar in what they're doing with the shoulder. Now the flutter kick, remember, this is a way that you can do with your legs maybe, or you can do this with your arms, and this is going to get your shoulders going with your legs. It's going to get you to kind of think about that kicking that some folks do when they go swimming. They kick with the legs, paddle with the arms, and you got to kind of do like a little bit of a plank with your core. Your core is not relaxed when you're swimming. You're actually trying to keep your body nice and still and level. And let's keep going, everybody. Let's go 10 more seconds. We're doing a little endurance here. Here we go. 9, 8, 7. Keep kicking. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now, if you're like me, you might feel like, okay, I can feel my shoulders, but not like other times, right? Not so much in the deltoids or so much in the traps. It's kind of a nice even warm up. So, if you're ever thinking about doing an activity, maybe you're playing softball, maybe you're going to do a game on the beach, you could think to yourself, I need to do some warm up exercises. What could I do? And you might think about arm circles, or you might think about the boxing combo, but you could also do your swim strokes, which is one arm overhead reaching, alternating. That we call it swimming, but this is actually a great exercise. The other one where we came up through here and pushed the water away. Again, look at this, both arms coming in, bringing themselves up, reaching out, rotating in the shoulder, bringing the water down. And then the other one was where we came back around the top. And so we went out to the side, over the top. And so now we're bringing our arms out, but we're bringing them out down low, bringing them up high, and then kind of pushing the water down. Backstroke is, again, similar to the front stroke or the freestyle, but now we're moving that arm backwards and, again, engaging our core. And then the doggy paddle is just classic, and it works, and it also is going to get your shoulders going. So I wonder what the furthest – do you ever think they have a doggy paddle swimming contest? We got to look that up. On Friday Night Fitness Social, we're going to find out. Somebody remind me, do they have doggy paddle? And not dogs. I'm talking about people. They might have one for dogs too. We're going to look into both of those. Do they have dog swimming races? And do they have people swimming like dog races? That could be kind of neat. All right, everybody, let's move into our core. Nick, you want to do core? You got to do armpit squeeze. All right. We got to do armpit squeeze. Add it in just wherever you want. Everybody, Nick's going to come up here. Nick's a team leader. Also, if you're on the app, everybody, if you're on the app, we've been making some updates. And there's a new workout that just came out today. It's workout number 100. It's the 100th workout on the app. And it has Nick in it. It has Coach Brandon, Coach Emily, and it has Joshua. So it's a team leader workout. It's only 4 exercises, but there's a lot of cool stuff in there. Nick, I put your ultimate workout number 3 is a part of that. All right. So Nick's going for the inchworm. Nick, we're going to go ahead after this inchworm. Get yourself unmuted. Are you going to go for 10? Oh my gosh, he might be trying. Oh, you got to keep it on the ground. Call that a practice. Call that one a practice. Come up here and do a unmute and let us know if that's your goal.
My dad will be 10 good.
So you're going to try to get 10 good inchworms, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, Nick, real quick, can you set the stick down and do it with your legs real quick? Because we can see your whole body. Just lay the stick on the ground and then put your hands kind of on your quadriceps. And then you're going to walk down to your knees. And then you're going to kind of, yeah, just like that. And then walking down and keep the pressure. And now push back up, push off your legs, push up, push off your knees to where you're all the way standing up straight. And so what Nick just did right there, that's what I will be doing. All right, Nick, take a deep breath. He got 8, everybody, on Friday. Armpit squeeze. Let's start it off with an arm. Pressure. Remember, think about pressure. When we're doing the inchworm, when Nick's doing the inchworm, we want to squeeze our muscles. We want to put that pressure down into the resistance bar. How long are we going to squeeze for?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Sweet. All right, everybody. Nick he's taking on a challenge. Nick, get your mind in the game. You got to get this. You're going for a perfect 10?
Yeah, I will try. If not 9, perfect 9 out of 10.
We got to start with a perfect 1. So let's see it. Don't overthink it. But let's go ahead, start it off. Keep the pressure. Everybody, Nick has to apply downward force on that resistance bar, lower down the bar, and then push back up to the top. He has to try to do this while keeping the blue end of the bar on the ground. That part has to stay down, Nick. That is number 1. The number 1 thing is pushing down. Number 1 thing. There it is. Number 1 thing, pushing down, and he's got his first one in. All right. You have to remember the number 1 thing. And the number 1 thing is what?
Pushing down
Pushing
with
down.
twiddling foot.
Keep it going. You got 1 out of 1. You keep that in your mind. Don't get too excited, because if you do, it's going to come up. Bring the stick back to you a little bit so we can see the bottom. There you go, right there. We're keeping you honest. All right, everybody, cheer Nick on. But he's got to do it now. He's got 1 in. He's got to remember to keep pushing down. He's got to apply that pressure down into the ground. That's the number 1 thing. He's also got to remember to breathe. He's also got to get down low enough. So keep pushing down keep pushing into the ground. Don't let it come up. Push down, push down. You haven't lost it. And he's got it. He's got 2. Nice job. All right, everybody. Here he goes. He's going to be going for 3. Nick, you just keep going. I'm going to be talking about you just like you're on ESPN, but you keep going. Don't forget, just like everybody knows, you got to stay focused on your goal. Don't worry about what I'm saying or anybody else. All you got to think about is keep pushing down. Keep pushing down. Keep pushing down. Keep pushing down. There it is. It's in a tough spot. You got to keep pushing down. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right, nice. Bringing it back up. He's got 3, everybody. All right, keep pushing down. Don't use that shoulder too much. You got to push down with those arms. I like what you're doing. Keep it going. You got number 4. Here we go. So he's working down. He's pressing down. He's using his shoulders. He's using his deltoids and trapezius. Even though he's doing a squat, even though he's getting low like that, he's having to push down with the left arm and right arm. And there he goes again. Now, he caught it right there. Good job, Nick. Try not to let it lean. When it starts leaning, that's how it gets easy to get kicked out. So try your very best to keep it straight up and down. That will make it easier. And there you go. You're going to have even pressure, pushing down, not too fast. He's going for number 5 right here, everybody. Keep it down. You see the angle. The angle makes it even tougher. He's got to push down. He's got to go lower too. He knows he's got to keep that pressure, Nick. There you go. Keep the pressure. You can go back up from that spot. That's a good one. Nice job, everybody. He got 5. You got to get at least that low. That's the mark. All right, everybody, here we go. Nick's going for number 6. Remember, this is the inchworm challenge. He accepted the challenge. He's going for 10 out of 10. Right now, he's at 5 out of 5. He's got to do it 5 more times. He got here before, and then he got too excited, and he forgot to push down, and the stick came off the ground. I don't want that to happen, Nick. I want you to get this. 5 more. We're cheering you on. Everybody's watching you right now. We're watching you and cheering you on. Here we go. He's moving down. He's keeping the downward pressure. He's thinking in his mind right now, keep pushing down, keep pushing down. He can hear me talking, but he's thinking more than he's hearing me talk. He's concentrating on that move, and he's got 6, everybody. He's got 6. He's got to get that 4 more times. Don't get too excited, Nick. It hasn't happened yet. You got 8 before. Here we go. Keep pushing down. Keep focus, breathe. Take the deep breath back into the game. The ref has blown the whistle. The game is on. This looks like one of the best ones he's got so far. If he can keep that stick straight up and down, he's got one more hand. Oh, you got to go down. You got to go one more down. I don't know. You got to go back down. Make it count. Somebody on YouTube is going to call us out. Keep pushing down. You didn't lose it. You haven't lost it. And there you go. Keep it down. Keep it down. Push. Keep pushing down. Keep pushing down. You have to find it. There you go. Don't lose it, Nick. I know it wants to go away on you. Nice move, Nick. Everybody, he just did that slide. That's his brain, Nick. That was awesome. So what are we at? We at 7? No, is it 6?
Yeah, David.
We're at 7. So you got to get 3 more. Nick, that was an incredible save that you just made right there. I am proud of you for doing that adjustment. You got to do it 3 more times. Keep that stick straight up and down, because if not, it's going to want to kick out on you. Go for it. Here we go. Taking that deep breath. Remember to breathe while you're doing it. Keep pushing down on the ground. I want you to put a hole in the yoga mat. I want you to push it down into that yoga mat like you're putting a stamp down. There you go. Keep pushing down. Put that stamp into the yoga mat. Leave the impression of the stick on the yoga. There you go. Nice. Working it back up. Ooh, he almost got too confident. All right, everybody. He is at 8. This is where he's been before. Now, don't get nervous, but don't get excited. I want you to do the same thing you just did. 2 more times. Apply strong pressure. Put a hole in the floor. I want you to push that. Are you on the first floor or second floor?
First
First floor. I want you to make a basement. Push that stick down into a basement. Even if there isn't a basement, you make a hole in the ground. There we go. Here he goes. He's dropping into it. He's got his confidence up. He's working down the stick nice and easy. He's got to keep the pressure on the bottom. He's got to keep that blue end on the bottom the whole time. It's got to be there. He's got to work himself back up from this position. Keep pushing down, using that right arm, left arm, right arm. Looks like he's going to get number 9. He's got to go one more time, one more, and he's going to get his goal. 10 for 10. Who remembers when Nick first was practicing the inchworm? Who remembers those? I see some hands going up. Some folks remember when Nick was first practicing the inchworm. I don't think we got one at all. The bottom kept coming up, and now look at this. He's on track. Here you go, Nick. One more. You got this. Stay focused. Do what you've been doing 9 times. Keep pushing. Push harder than you've pushed those times before. This is the last one. Push as hard as you can into the ground. Make sure you really own it. Don't let that come up. You got to keep pushing down. There you go. He's pushing down. He's pushing. And I think he's going to get it. Did he get it? He did, everybody. Nice job, Nick. 10 for 10, everybody. He got it. You're getting good jobs in the chat room, everybody. That's been one of Nick's goals. Everybody, we know that's been one of Nick's goals, and he just did it in front of everybody. Now he's going to go for knee tap, elbow tap. How many are we going to do, Nick?
20.
20. All right, let's go. You count.
D, 2 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Keep it going.
18, 19, and 20.
Let's have a water break, Nick. That was awesome. Everybody, Nick is putting his goals out there for everybody to see. That's not something that happens very often in exercise and fitness. A lot of people, they're shy and they do this in private. They don't want other people to see them make mistakes. But Nick understands that making mistakes is just part of it. And it's okay to make mistakes, especially if you're trying. because what's happening when you are trying hard and then you make a mistake, your brain knows that. It says, oh, you know what? We just made a little mistake. So next time I do this, I'm going to try to maybe do this a little different or that a little different. We saw Nick at one point got stuck. He was in a tough spot. He was all the way at the bottom. He was in a super tough spot, and he had to get up from that spot. He was all the way down low, and everybody could see that resistance bar was ready to kick out from underneath him. Nick was about to lose the perfect record that he was going for. And what did he do? I didn't say anything, and nobody said anything. But what did Nick do? His brain said, if we do it the way we've been doing it, we're going to lose it. And his mind said, well, then let's do it a different way so we don't lose it. And he slid that other hand up. He put the pressure, and then he climbed back up. And Nick, you did it, man. You got 10 out of 10 on the inchworm. And that was not easy, everybody. We saw multiple moments where Nick, his body and his brain were connecting. Nick, what we're going to do on Wednesday's workout, we might do the inchworm again, and we'll add it in with the baton spin, just like for your strength challenge. That sound good? All right. All right, everybody. Let's have another sip of water, everybody. And guess what? We got a treat coming up for us right now. I don't know where she is. Timbuktu, maybe Florida, Maine, maybe Virginia. I don't know, but we're going to find out. And everybody, let's get ready for a little meditation Monday. We're going to have Coach Emily. She's joining us right now. And it looks peaceful where you are.
Where in the world is Coach Emily? I'm back in St. Pete for a couple of days, and I have my sister Noelle hanging out.
Hi, Noelle.
Say hey, Bella. Hey, she's waking up from a nap. She's taking naps. She needs to be joining fitness and not napping all day.
Well, sometimes the breathing, everybody, can actually help to energize you. You know, if
Exactly.
I know Coach Emily knows about this, but sometimes if you're feeling tired, if you actually do a little meditation and breath work, when you're done, you might feel energized again. It's really awesome.
Yes, I don't have right now the time for naps, so I am definitely relying on my yoga practice and my breathing, because you're right, Coach John, it really does help energize you, and it's so good to do, and it's something you can do anytime, and it just takes that focus, that mindfulness.
Well, you
So
just missed by about 2 minutes. Nick just reached one of his goals, which was doing the inchworm with the resistance bar for 10 in a row with no mistakes. And he had a couple moments on there where he was really having to get his breath work dialed in and his mental acuity. I mean, his mind was so focused, and he pulled it off. He was under pressure and he pulled it off. So breathing is so important, everybody.
That is so awesome. And that's the best thing with, like you're talking about, like fitness or anything that we put our minds to, and we practice, just like with yoga, we become more flexible. I love that about our bodies, right? That word resiliency, or just being able to always get better, but we just have to start somewhere and we have to keep it up. So woohoo, Nick. Yes. And I am so happy because I know my schedule is really all over the place. And I thank all the athletes and coaches for keeping up the mindfulness and the meditation and the stretching throughout the workout. So glad to be here with you. And I'm going to just invite us all to sit comfortably. And if you want to, close your eyes or look down at the floor. And let's just take a moment to notice our own breathing. And the way to notice our breath is to first feel the parts of our body that get big and expand on an inhale. And then notice the parts of your body that soften and relax on an exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. And then pay attention to the sound of your breath. Hear the sound of your breath on the back of your throat. Let it be the loudest sound, even if there's distractions in the background. Listen to your breath. And then notice or feel the temperature, texture of your breath. Now, just for fun, I'm going to give us a count of 3, and we're all going to take in a big breath together and a big breath out together. And we're going to, as we breathe, imagine that we're doing this like group breath. So there's something to be said about us when we all come together, when we all support each other, and let's just breathe together. So just let your breath kind of go to its natural rhythm. And then as you exhale, we're going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Now take a big inhale together. And exhale, let it go. You might want to use your hands like some of the athletes are doing. Let's do that together. Let's take a group breath. Let's sync it up. Ready? Exhale. Wow, I can feel how strong and powerful this group breath is. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Shake it out a little bit. Shake it out. Bounce out your elbows, your shoulders. Let your arms just kind of dangle by your side. And then on an inhale, lift your arms up, stretch up, look up. And exhale, float your arms down. Whew. 2 more like that. Inhale, stretch, reach. Let me see you, Bella.
No, thank you.
Exhale. 1 more. Check your sugar.
Okay.
Inhale. Exhale. And then hold on to the back of your chair and inhale, puff and open up through your chest. And then exhale, let it go. Now take your hands, place them on your thighs, and just do a few of those seated cat-cows. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep breathing. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. From there, let's take our fingers to our shoulder tops and just tap, tap, tap. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale, exhale. It can help you maybe to close your eyes and feel this on the inside. Feel your body move. My body is a little sore. I feel a little stressed. And when I get stressed, my shoulder hurts. So pay attention. Sometimes our emotions can cause pain in our body. So let's use our breath. Let's try to be our best friend. Help ourselves out. 3, 2, 1. Keep your elbows where they are and inhale, lift up. Exhale, arms up. And down by your side. We'll swim our arms back a few times, breathing. And then swim them forward. Just tell me what it is.
Oh. 9.
Okay. And then reach both arms up, make a shark fin over your head. Just wait till I'm done. So stay out here, Bella. And then stretch to one side. Almost done. Inhale up. Exhale, other side. Inhale up. Exhale to the side. Ooh, feel that stretch. Back to the center. And other side one more time. Inhale, reach up, look up. And then exhale, float your arms down. Moving into our lower bodies. Bend one knee, give it a squeeze in towards your chest. And then kick your leg out in front of you and circle that ankle. Circle your ankle in one direction. And then circle in the opposite direction. Breathing as we point and flex our foot. Spread and squeeze our toes. Once more, bend that knee, give it a squeeze. And exhale, place it down. Bring your other knee up into your chest. Exhale, kick it out in front of you and circle that ankle. Circling your ankle in one direction. And then circle that ankle in the opposite direction. Breathe as we point and flex our foot. Spread and squeeze our toes. When you're ready, bend that knee, give it a squeeze in towards your body. Place your foot back on the ground, and before we do some relaxation, let's start to kind of give ourselves permission to relax by starting to massage across your forehead. Maybe rub on your temples, down your jawbone. Pushing on that mustache line. Across your collarbone. And then squeeze down one arm. And the other arm. Once more, shake it out. Maybe sigh out your mouth. You can stick out your tongue if you're kind of feeling funny. And then let your hands just rest palms up on your laps and close your eyes. With your eyes closed, let's once again focus on our breath. Notice your inhales and your exhales. Feel your breath. And then let's use our imagination, our thinking, and our breath to relax each part of our body. Breathing in and breathing out, turn your attention down into your feet. And then in your head, tell your feet to relax. Relax feet. Big breath in. Big breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Move your attention from your feet up your legs. As you breathe in and breathe out, tell your legs to relax. Relax legs. As you tell your legs to relax, let them get heavy and just relax into your chair. Breathing in and breathing out. Feel as if your lower body is almost separating from your upper body. It's so heavy and relaxed. Use your imagination, your thinking brain to just pretend, just to feel your body relax. Breathe into your belly. And then tell your belly to relax. Relax, belly. As you tell your belly to relax, feel your back pushing into the chair. Big breath in and a big breath out. Breathe up from your belly into your ribs. Take a deep breath into your ribs. And then tell your ribs to relax. Relax ribs. And then feel your middle back pushing into the chair. Breathing in and breathing out. Move up from there into your chest. Take a deep breath into your chest. And then tell your chest to relax. Relax chest. Relax your chest and feel your shoulders draw down your back. Breathing in and breathing out. Move your attention down your arms. As you breathe in and breathe out, tell your arms to relax. Relax arms. And feel as if your arms are just hanging heavy from your body. Big breath in and a big breath out. Move your attention into your fingertips. Maybe wiggle your fingers and just let your hands soften. Breathing in and breathing out. Move your attention up your arms into your neck. As you breathe in and breathe out, tell your neck to relax. Relax neck. And imagine like you had a pillow behind your head and your neck could completely relax. Breathing in and breathing out. Move your attention up into your head. As you breathe in and breathe out, just tell your head to relax. Relax head. As you tell your head to relax, imagine like the heaviness of your brain is sinking into your skull. Big breath in and a big breath out. Move your attention to your face. As you breathe in and breathe out, tell your face to relax. Relax face. Let your teeth separate, let your jaw get heavy. Feel your face relax. Relax your ears by imagining they're reaching towards your shoulders. Breathing in and out of your nose, feel as if your nose is sinking into your skull. And feel your eyes just roll back in your head. Breathing in and breathing out. Now take your space, your attention to the space between your eyebrows. And imagine like you could breathe into that space. And as you exhale, let everything go. Breathe out your tension, breathe out your stress, breathe out your worry, let it go. 2 more. Breathe into the space between your eyebrows. And then exhale, let it go. Last big breath here. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Keeping your eyes closed, place one hand and your other hand over your heart. Take a second with your hands on your heart to call to mind 3 things you're grateful for. 3 things today. It could be anything. It could be your cat, or it could be that you got good sleep last night, or it could be your favorite meal, or your TrueFit community. Just call 3 things for you today, right now. And then bring your hands at a prayer position at your heart. And as always, we end our practice of yoga by saying namaste, which just means that the light and the love and the person in me sees and honors the light and the love in each of you as we share in this practice. And for our couple minutes, I don't know if we already have a person for the breathing motto, but I would like to have Nick up here celebrate.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Great job again. Thank you so much, Coach Emily, for being on here. We know you have a busy summer and won't always be able to be on the workouts, but we hope you have a really fun summer and it's not too humid, and that when you have a chance to get on here, you're able to join us. And we got Nick right here popping up. You know, sometimes everybody we've had, I think Nick and Bernie both have led us in meditations and mindfulness in the past too. So it's been really awesome. Sometimes you get a great tribute from our leadership. So Nick, how do you want to do it? You did 1s and 2s with Byron. Do you want to do a duet with Coach Emily? Or you want to do 1s and 2s with Coach Emily?
I want to do 2. I do 2.
So she'll do the first 2 lines and you'll do the second 2 lines.
Oh yeah, and
All
5,
right.
4, 3, 2, and 1, and
Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad.
breathe in the happy, and breathe out the bad.
Breathe in your, wait, I need your help, Nick.
Breathe in your bed,
Breathe in your best. Breathe out your worst.
and breathe out the world, and breathe in your power. Do I do we might do and
Nice job. You got it, everybody. Thank you so much again, Coach Emily. Thank you to Nick. Nick did a great job today, really helping us out in a lot of ways. And again, great job. We had Carla was here. Byron, we're going to have some leadership from both of them coming up this week. We had Karen in the house as co-host. Lorraine and Sophie was co-hosting. Bernie, GWL, Evan in the house. Scott and Lisa, great job. North County, great job. Caitlin, Sandy, Alicia, S22. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day today. I'm going to go teach my buddy Hunter how to swim, and I will see you on Wednesday for our 11 o'clock workout. Nick, give us the countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day. I hope you have a
3, 2,
beautiful day.
and 1. Do you day